Word up world, it's your boy Griploc from Vancouver, BC. I'm doing a tutorial on how I process my lead vocals and what I have done with the track Rollin' Hard in the mastering. So, here we go. I got a track here that is not supposed to be there. There we go. So I'm going to take off the mastering effects, and I'm just going to solo out the lead vocal, the two leads, and I'm going to play it out for you.
You know, life wasn't meant to be comfortable. These lessons don't come easy, sometimes it gets hard. Real talk, I rode hard on the streets of walk, in and out of courts, locked down for some shit I did. I was a kid, never thought I would bed, book of dreams I've lived. I had kids shortly after, now I never see them. Pay child support, but yo, I'd rather be with them.
Now that's with all the processing involved. I got several processing plugins on. I have go through them very thoroughly. The last thing on our chain is the L1 limiter. Second last would be the vintage oral exciter, the solid state Logic E channel, the LA3A, and firstly the SSL compressor. Now I'm going to take all of these off. I'm going to inactivate them. I'm going to just show you what it sounds like without any of the processing, so you can hear the original signal.
Real talk, I rode hard on the streets of walk, in and out of courts, locked down for some shit I did. I was a kid, never thought I would bed, book of dreams I've lived. I had kids shortly after, now I never see them. Pay child support, but yo, I'd rather be with them. Hard choices made, sacrifices gained. Opportunities arose, now I'm trying to get paid. Got a shorty that cares, do anything for me. Work 5 days a week, still recording. Born tight as one entertainment. 10 years in, studio built from money I've saved. I just want to make it in this cold habitat. Life's not a game, but I play it because I'm up to bat.
Now you can see it's quite low. It's recorded under 0 dB, all of it, obviously. No heavy preamplification going on, just gently touching it. I'm going to start adding the processing plugins, and you're going to see how this lead vocal turned into what it is.
Real talk, I rode hard on the streets of walk, in and out of courts, locked down for some shit I did. I was a kid, never thought I would bed, book of dreams I've lived. I had kids shortly after, now I never see them. Pay child support, but yo, I'd rather be with them. Hard choices made, sacrifices gained. Opportunities arose, now I'm trying to get paid. Got a shorty that cares, do anything for me. Work 5 days a week, still recording. Join tight as one entertainment. 10 years in, studio built from money I've saved. I just wanna make it in this cold habitat. Life's not a game, but I play it cause I'm up to bat. Like M said, you got one shot, so I gotta give it all I got. Making beats and hip hop. It's true. Gotta roll hard. My father was a drug addict, swore I'd never go at it. Mother said I couldn't see him till I was a grown man. And I remember when she told me sitting at the dinner table, son, your father's got the AIDS virus, sharing needles. I was 15 trying to make sense of it all, but I pushed away from school and I blamed it on my mom, saying, why you always on my case? I just want my own space, so I joined a gang and I ran away from home's grace. Months later, caught up in a juvenile court case. Saw my mother standing there, walked me out the court place. Told her I was sorry for the stress I caused. She just had my baby sister and I messed up hard. I was heading down the wrong path.
Now you can see how they all contribute, all the compressors contribute to the sound. Now I touched on them liberally with the CLA3A and the SSL-E channel. And the compression here is not as hard-hitting as these two compared to the regular SSL channel compressor. Compressor, not channel. The oral exciter just adds a bit of hi-fi sibilance to my vocal, gives it a bit more grit. Without it, it sounds kind of plain Jane. So I added that on top of my EQ from the SSL channel. It does something to the lead vocal, I find, in this session, and it does a good job at it. Now I'm just gonna jump into the how I master. I'm just touching up on just my settings and just how I incorporate them into a mix. I'm not gonna get like super into detail with how I do my thing, because that itself is to taste, I guess, and I just kind of touch on each one. If I was, maybe later on I'll do a in the session mix with how I go and approach my lead vocals and my dubs and all those tracks later on. But today is just basically just wanting to touch up on settings and how I go about a mix and master. So here's the mastering. I'm going to put back the track. I'm going to add the compressors, and I believe on the T-Rex I have a brick wall limiter, so I'm going to show you how much more it adds to the mix. I didn't really do much with this track because this song was made about a year ago, March 2011. So I do things a bit differently now than I did back then, but still this mix is a nice sounding mix, and it's one of my favorite ones. So I'm just gonna bring it back to the beginning, and then I'm gonna add in the mastering. Now with the tracks all together without any muting. Okay, here we go.
You know, life wasn't meant to be comfortable. These lessons don't come easy, sometimes it gets hard. Real talk, I rode hard on the streets of what? In and out of courts, locked down for some shit I did. I was a kid, never thought dreams I've lived. I had kids shortly after, now I never see them. Paid child support, but yo, I'd rather be with them. Hard choices made, sacrifices gave. Opportunities arose, now I'm trying to get paid. Got a shorty that cares, do anything for me. Work 5 days a week, still recording. Join tight as one, entertainment. 10 years in, studio built from money I've saved. I just wanna make it in this cold habitat. Life's not a game, but I play it cause I'm up to bat. Like M said, you got one shot, so I gotta give it all I got. Making beats and hip hop. Rolling hard. You know, in life you gotta make mistakes. History, how you gonna learn? Gotta roll hard. My father was a drug addict, swore I'd never go at it. Mother said I couldn't see him till I was a grown man. And I remember when she told me sitting at the dinner table, son, your father's got the AIDS virus, share a needle. I was 15 trying to make sense of it all, but I pushed away from school and I blamed it on my mom, saying, why you always on my case? I just want my own space, so I joined a gang and I ran away from home's grace. Months later, caught up in a juvenile court case. Saw my mother standing there, walked me out to court place. Told her I was sorry for the stress I caused. She just had my baby sister and I messed up hard. I was heading down the wrong path, stubborn as a doorknob. Several years later, still a mess to the core, mom. There's no wrong or right, there's only choices to the heart. Rolling hard. Trying to make it in this life I live, I'm just rolling, baby, rolling hard. Just rolling, yeah. As I got older, life got colder. Have you ever been blind from the chip off your shoulder? Thought I was a soldier, solid as a boulder. How fragile life could take me like it's over. Never thought I'd make it, living life is fake. Body saying stop doing this shit, mind too wasted. Mother told me face it, took me out the basement. 2 children wondering why daddy hasn't came yet. Hardest thing I ever did, only did it for my kids. Now I get a second chance, show them how I change it. Living life ain't easy, easy life you're living too. Living with it everyday, rolling cause I got to. Hold my heart in this pen, right until my days end. Judge me if you want it, but I gotta make the pain end. There's always sunny days around the bend, baby. You should keep your head up. I'm just rolling, rolling, rolling hard. Just trying to make it in this life I live. I'm just rolling, rolling, rolling. I guess we never really learned until we hit rock bottom, or really wanted it all.
Well, there you go. This is kind of a quick in on how I do my leads. Well, at least a year ago, and it worked well with this song. So there you go. Peace out.